Hello and a warm welcome to this very special episode of the Success Chat. Even amongst the Success Chats, this is even more exciting for me. Uh, Maybe I would say even more exciting than the upcoming India-Pakistan match for a different reason. Because today I have with me uh, three aces in my pack. Okay, how do you love it when you have when you are in the game and you have all the three aces in your pack? Okay, today I have three aces in my pack, three members who have all won prestigious awards for excellence in the food business, in the cloud kitchens and QSRs. And today we will know more about their journey and understand how they got there and what they're going to do and how you can replicate that. So let's get started. Let's invite them here.
Sorry, I have a connectivity
Okay,
problem.
there we go. Hearty welcome to Gaurav, Sandeep Mani, and Sumedh of Two Chefs.
Hi.
Friends,
Right.
really happy moment for you, for me too, that all three of you have won the prestigious awards this month for excellence in your food business. So I thought I will have all of you together, and it'll be an awesome to know all of you together. So let's start with Gaurav. Hi, Gaurav.
Hi, Kiran.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your journey and the award.
Thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me on this wonderful chat. And congratulations to all my colleagues here, both Samir and Sumit. I have a very funny story, very interesting story, how we started the dough and cream business.
Okay.
So before I started the business, the bakery business, I used to be an investment banker. I quit my job and I became an art of living teacher. Now, while I was doing that, my family business is, we have a chain of departmental stores, grocery stores. So the grocery store we had, the most premium one that we had, right next to it, the location was being taken over by Starbucks. So we got in touch with the landlord of that building, and we said, you don't give it to Starbucks, because if they would have given it to Starbucks, all our parking space would have gone. So we just got that place.
Okay.
And we didn't know what we were going to do. We had no idea. And I was still working with Art of Living, and I had a lot of family pressure to, do something more, on the business side. So then I said, okay, I am not going to sell rice and dal and sugar and, all that. I'm going to do something different. So that's when the idea of food came, and, one thing led to another. And
you said you'll put them all together, make it dough and cream, and make more bucks out of it, more bucks out of it.
yeah, something like that happened. And very soon we started with the business. Initially, my brother and my uncle, they were heading the whole thing. I joined in about 6 months later. And, we started in the year 2018, and now today we have 8 locations that we are serving. Most of them all of them are in Delhi.
Okay.
And we have a 11,000 square foot base kitchen. We have over 120 people working with us. So there it is. And,
great story. Tell me about the award.
Award, yeah, it just happened.
Can I have a look at your award?
Yes.
Okay, ET-F&B leaders. Great going, Gaurav. Wish you many more awards and successes. So I'll come back to you and know more about it. Let's get to Sandeep and find out a little bit about. Okay, Sandeep has, I think, 3 brands on his screen. I know he started with the spoon story. Tell me more, Sandeep.
Hi, good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. And first of all, thank you for inviting me for this session. And congratulations to Gaurav and Sumedh for their achievements. And I would say the journey all happened during lockdown. Basically, I'm not from the F&B industry. I am from a textile and interior designing industry. But we were part of few projects, developing resorts, individual restaurants, food courts, and all. But I always had a dream to have a restaurant.
Okay.
That's, that was a dream. But as lockdown happened, there was nothing to do. Everything was in a pause mode. So I was looking like a second line of business, what we can start off with. So that's how the journey started, if I'm not wrong, early June 2020 when I attended your first webinar, and and that journey was very fantastic. So it gave me a clear roadmap with you know and a good hand holding to start up with this cloud kitchen business. And I would say the term cloud kitchen was nowhere known to any one of us. Even I was very surprised. What is this cloud kitchen is all about? We know restaurants, we know takeaway, QSR, and other formats of business. But cloud kitchen was something which was unexplored, which was explored only by few players. But your masterclass has given us a clear.
So you started with the spoon story, and now I see three things around you, three brands around you.
Correct. So now I start off my journey with a brand, the Spoon Story, because when I started off, I have a clarity that I need to start off with Indian cuisine, because since I was not from this industry, so I didn't have much knowledge about food. Uh, but I know the area, and I started off from my area in Mumbai, so I know the area, I know the culture of the people, so and the demand. So based on that, which covered in a module, because that is initial step where you get started with your cloud kitchen business. So I was formed on the cuisine water study served. So I started with an Indian cuisine with a brand called the Spoon Story, and yes, and I have a good team to support me business, and gradually we we're transforming into multi cuisine brand kitchen. We started with Momos, under the brand known as Fomos, which is more like Fun of Momos, with the tagline of Fun of Momos. And recent past, we started with one more brand for Oriental, exclusive for Oriental, for Binge.
Okay, great. So tell me about the award. How does it feel to win the award in the first year itself?
Oh, that was like it was out of the blue, and it surprised us. It is totally amazed us, because we got a call from agency businessman who does the survey of all those industries. So this was especially for the F&B industry, and we briefed them about the concept of this cloud kitchen, how we work. And since our model is more into digital, be it aggregated platforms or for direct customers, so that for that basis we got nominated. And
great, that's so happy to know that, and many congratulations to you, and wish many more awards for the Fomos and Binge work also. So let's hear. Welcome, Sumedh.
Hello, Kiran sir.
That's
Hi.
a bright orange. And what's the two chefs about? Firstly,
Right.
congratulations, and what's the two chefs about?
Thanks, Kiran sir. So we wanted to keep it very simple, because in the food industry, right, we didn't want to confuse our clientele, that what are we all about. And as you rightly see, right, it's all about two chefs. So the background is very simple. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Sumedh Rangari, and I'm a partner at Two Chefs. And as rightly said by Sandeep and Gaurav, right, we don't come from this background at all. I am basically a telecom consultant. Been working in this industry for 20 years. But yes, I do have some hand in the food. My elder brother, Chef Anand, is a 5-star executive chef. And during this lockdown, what happened was, obviously all their 5-star properties were the first one to get closed. So Chef Anand and his very good friend Chef Ramesh. So Chef Anand is basically from Jumeirah Beach Hotel, and Chef Ramesh is from Shangri-La, Mauritius. So these two guys, they had nothing to do. So they just ideated and said, "Hey, guys, we have worked so much for the industry, but we need to do something for ourselves." And hence they two got together, and they were thinking of doing some kind of a QSR or something like that. And me being from a telecom background, I work on cloud, telecom clouds, the different cloud altogether. So I'm very much aware of cloud. So, these guys got in touch with me from a technology perspective. And I said, "Guys, it is not a time for you to go QSR now or any physical infrastructure right now. The time is for Cloud Kitchen, because that's the first thing which we opened during the pandemic. The Cloud Kitchens had full license to work for 24/7. And to my surprise, they had no idea about cloud. And I said, guys, this is your industry. You should be knowing about it. And they said, tell us more. What is this? And hence, Chef Ramesh, Chef Anand, myself, and then we got one more business guy. Basically, we wanted a business hand called Pranit. So we all got together, and I guess in October last year, we started doing this concept. And the names obviously was very straightforward. It's two chefs, two five-star chefs offering you food from their chef's table. Chef's table, as you all know, is a very, very prestigious table right in the kitchen where the chef treats you. So we started with two chefs, and I guess at the same time, your course, we found it on Facebook, and the timing was absolutely right, because in November, we started looking for a place, and in November, I joined your course, the masterclass course. And within 3 months, as I was going through your course, I was able to launch my kitchen, my brand, on 31st of March. So that was a fantastic experience for us. Eventually, from a cuisine perspective, right? Because these guys are absolutely continental European, stuff like that. So we had a lot of discussion, and we said that let's first establish the brand of two chefs, and then we can then have anything going forward, be it continental, Southeast Asian, be a two chefs, spices, or whatever, right? It could go anywhere. So we had a very neutral brand to go with, and we started with our North Indian cuisine in Andheri, because that's where you find most of the film industries and most of the North Indian community there. And so we worked really hard on cuisine. We've got a very small menu, 25, 30, every item is curated to perfection with absolute five-star quality, made sure that no two things are alike. As you rightly said, of course, right? When you get food from us, the color should also look different, right? Everything should look, articulated. So we have done a very hard work on our cuisine, a very limited menu, a small kitchen with just 7 people around. And we were doing really well and getting a good name for us, fantastic reviews, 4.3, 4.5s are our ratings on Swiggy and Zomato.
Wow.
And one day, we get a call from Times Food, and we are like, okay, we have been to every restaurant, and most of the restaurants which are really good, you always see at the entrance, right, a Times Food badge or award. And we're like, we're just 6 months, what they want us from, so they said that when they are doing a bit of background check, so their scouters are seeing a lot of buzz about our food on Google, on Swiggy, on Zomato. So they said that, would you like to participate? Although you're just 6 months old, you can just participate. And we said, okay, no harm in participating. And we did all the, we gave them all the information about what it is. And we said, how are you going to judge us? And all. They said, don't worry, you'll not even know how you will be judged, because you are completely on cloud, right? So even if you order food, you'll not come to know. After maybe 10, 15 days, we get a call from them saying, you have won the iconic Global Cloud Kitchen Award for Mumbai region. And we were like, wow, that's, we never expected in 6 months.
So one big lesson, you said, why don't we participate? So you can't win a game you don't even play.
Correct.
Correct. Good to put your best foot forward. Great to know. Many congratulations, and wish you many more awards, Sumit. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So before we move forward, can I request you guys to give me a quick peep into your business? If you have something handy about your brand, about your outlet. Gaurav is in Delhi, and Sumedh and Sandeep are in Mumbai. So Gaurav, can I ask you to share a quick, short 1-2 minute something on your brand that all our members and everybody would love to know?
Yes. We have a small video lined up. I'll just share that with you.
you got us all get hungry now. With those delicious, amazing looking. So, Gaurav,
tempting.
you are already into the business when you look to join the course. What was your motive and how did it help you?
Honestly, my brother sent this link to me of your free seminar. And like free, and that time was.
Maganda, gising mo ngayon na. Puntahan ko yung crush ko mamaya. Oh, crush ko.
With somebody. So yeah, when I got the link from my brother. And that time, the second lockdown had just begun in April, and there was not a lot of work happening on the outlets. Though deliveries were fine, but still people were, a little scared of ordering food from outside. So I had a lot of time, and I had what is there to lose, right? And so I did the workshop, and also we had, just before the lockdown, we had made 3 new investments. 3 new outlets were supposed to come up, and it was all stuck, because no work, civil work was happening, nothing was happening. And that's when I did the workshop. And I think 3 things that really helped me about the about my business from the workshop. One was, standardizing things, making processes, systems. That became a lot easier once I did the workshop. Number 2 was cost cutting. Once we had a look at the kitchen layouts that you had sent us, what it was so detailed, like what should the gas bank look like, what should tables look like, the whole thing, with coupled with our past experiences, it really helped us, cut down on our costs. And third thing was, the pricing, the packaging, the knowledge about that. Earlier it was pricing as in, okay, market does this, maybe we'll price it a little lesser, a little more, this sells at this much. So it was very, very haphazard, if I may say so. After I did the workshop, there was actually some science behind, doing that costing. So that aspect really helped of the workshop. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. I think you have a big team and great going, Gaurav.
Yeah.
So, coming to you, Sumit. What's the plans going forward now? And okay, let me just give me a minute. I have in handy something about Sumit's brand. Great. Congrats once again on the award. I'm sure, see, every award is apart from a recognition. I think it's also a kind of a responsibility to, keep your standards and keep taking them higher up. Sumit, you can unmute yourself. I think.
Yeah.
You're muted. So what were the biggest challenges you had when you were putting up the whole kitchen and then in the operations over the last 6 months?
Ideally, because we come from a background of really two good executive chefs, right? So core of the business, for example, being the food, the product, that was never a challenge. The clarity was there. We always wanted to go slow, so that was never a challenge. But always has to be understand that even if we got a good product, right? Jungle mein more nacha kisne dekha, right? So you always have to make sure that how do I take this product to the world or to Mumbai, and that's where our most of the learnings have happened when it comes to how do you manage Swiggy, how do you manage Zomato, because we are a pure cloud kitchen. Okay, We don't have any presence or any place to sit, and it's a very, very small operation. So that was one of the biggest learnings which we had. Now, coming from relating to how do we want to relate to the course perspective. So when in November when we joined the course, right? Now these guys, these are 5-star chefs. They have got huge kitchens, right? They have amazing stuff and the grills and stuff like that. And the challenge was, how do you take it all together and fit it into a 350 square feet kind of a thing?
How do you
And
make a
then for
5-star
that-
kitchen in a 350 square foot space?
350 square foot space. So what we went ahead and we did it is we actually took a 700 square foot space, looking into our expansion plans, and we have just started with 350, and the next 350 is going to start by December. But when I was doing the course, and the way I got the course was my business partner Praneeth. So he somewhere on Facebook, he said, guys, we are doing the same thing, and there's a masterclass for it. Anybody would like to take it? So the chefs guy said that we know our stuff. I said, no, I'll be the one who will take the bait. And I went ahead and took the course. And one of the good parts which I really liked, especially in the masterclass, right, was while identifying the space for our kitchen, you have a fantastic list of checklist that you need to check these things, 4 things. And that was such a see, we all have knowledge, a common something is common sense, right? Something is learned from the industry by the stalwarts. But the way the course actually puts it in concise and saying, yes, this is the checklist, follow the checklist, you won't go wrong, right? The knowledge is absolutely squeezed in one sheet for certain aspects of the things. I took that sheet and I said, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. Very few things, for example, who owns the property? Ask for the bill. Normally, you think that the guy owns the property. Then you realize that, oh, he's just an intermediate, right? So very small things. So those things, while setting up the kitchen, really helped us in acquiring the right place, finding out the right kitchen, the right location. And, basis those learnings, now I've gone for advanced course, because right now we are looking at franchising, cost cutting, and a lot of other fancy stuff. But then to get these things started, right, the masterclass was an amazing stepping stone for us.
So I think you are you are also there in the advanced class now, which is
Right.
happening right now. Okay,
Right.
one key learning from the advanced. I think it's a
so,
lot of heavy work. I'm sure your
so
team has
one
been
thing I'd
working.
like to tell everybody. So because our kitchens are set up by the chefs, and what I'm learning in advanced class, and right now we are doing menu management and kitchen. That's how it is going on right now. The knowledge which we are getting is absolutely matching with what the industry is doing and what we have done. So it's somehow boosting, saying that, oh, we have done the right thing. This is so again, the way I would like to put about the advanced course is the advanced course is not theoretical at all. It is practical. We are seeing that the way we would have done it, or the way we have done it, is exactly how it has been said that is the best way to do it. So that's an amazing thing.
It's a kind of
Basically,
reinforcement of whatever.
Absolutely.
Already,
It's basically saying that, yes, you have done, earlier we used to think, whether this is right or wrong, but now we think that, yes, we have done all the things right. It's all a tick mark for us.
Great. What's your team size now, Sumit?
We are as I said, we are a 6 months old company. We have got no baggage of history with us. Okay, that's a good thing. Remember now with the new things in mind. And we are just seven people, excluding the chef.
Okay,
Excluding
and
the chef Anand. Yeah, excluding Chef Anand and Chef Ramesh. We are just a team of 7 people managing the show.
okay, and what's your average monthly turnover now? You're hitting.
We are reaching 10. We are reaching 10 lakhs.
Great. So about 10 lakhs in 6 months' time from one brand in a 700 square foot kitchen. Great going, Sumit. Happy to know. I think your enthusiasm and smile is infectious. I'm sure it is translating into your business too.
Absolutely.
Sandeep, I think you had a challenge with the connection. Okay, happy to see you back. So, Sandeep, would you like to quickly share a little bit about your brand?
Yes. So if you allow me to share my presentation. I hope
Yeah.
you can see my screen. So
Yeah, yes,
now,
very much.
now the principal company is Raspberry Kitchen Private Limited.
Okay.
Under this umbrella, we have 3 brands. The first brand, the Spoon Story, which we launched last year, and parallelly we launched Fomos and Binge Walk, serving Oriental and momos. So now to have a look, now this is the 2 pictures what we have. The extreme left is the external part. So we have a storefront. So we have customers coming and have a footfall of direct customers also, apart from customers from aggregator platforms. On the right hand side, you see the setup of the kitchen, what we were in the process of getting it setting up. This is it's a randomly clicked picture by me, so it gives the clear. I mean, there's the
You have the
entire view
kitchen
of the
team in action there.
So I have the kitchen team in action. So it's approximately 430 square feet area of kitchen what we have.
But neatly done.
Thank you. So this is our core team who handles the entire thing. So the center one is my executive chef who has designed all the cuisines. I give him an idea, so he designs everything and we put it in place.
Nice.
These are the various foods what we serve.
Wow.
Right from soup, starters, main course, Indian breads, momos, and Oriental, different types of. So now this is the award what we received recent past.
Nice.
This is a certificate of recognition for the best takeaway concept of the year for the Mumbai area. Since we adapt digital form of business, or in ordering, right from ordering to delivery, and as well as for the payment gateway also. Short presentation what I have here.
So congratulations on the award. And
Thank you.
so you've been operating for about 6-7 months now. What would have been the turnover you have done so far, approximately?
So we have done a turnover of with one brand we have done a turnover of 50 lakhs and above. 50 lakhs plus.
Wow. Okay.
We would say we have served more than 10,000 orders, not customers, but 10,000 orders.
Okay. Okay.
In 11 months.
Fantastic. That's a great going, and I wish it becomes 3 times at least with the other 2 brands jumping in now into your bandwagon.
Thank you.
They're all tastefully done. The logos and the brands. Foremost, initially, I thought was the fear of missing out, and I'm sure once people have your food, they should feel that too.
That abbreviation has inspired me to get into Foremost, and that's why I've given a tagline Fun of Momos.
Fun of Momos. A very nice name, very catchy name.
Thank you.
So Gaurav, I'm sure with so many outlets, you must be having a good turnover. What kind of an annual turnover are you doing now?
We're doing about 25 CR, of annual turnover, and we are looking to increase it by 50% by the end of this financial year.
Fantastic. So 25 crores and looking to at least 150% of it in this financial year. So great going. So guys, I think everybody has this, a lot of guys want to start, but somehow keep procrastinating or keep getting scared to jump in. So what would your advice be? I'll take a short answer from each of you. What would your advice be to people who want to start the business, but somehow are scared, somehow are stopping themselves? What would your short advice be to starting with Sumit?
Yeah. So I would put it in a different way. Reason being that, because we're all foodies, and it's very important for you to understand that how am I going to change this market? How am I going to do the differentiation? So we always believe, and this 2 Chefs is run by the chefs. So food or your product and your USP has to be at the center of it. For example, if you are saying that I'm going to launch a burger thing, then you have to answer this question: that why would people take my burger? How it going to be different than any other burger? Similarly, when we started North Indian, right? We said, how is my North Indian going to be a different North Indian? And our answer was very simple. We are going to offer authentic North Indian and not the Mumbai version of North Indian. So anybody, so if you go to our reviews, they'll say, "Yaar, Delhi ki yaad dilai tune." They'll say, "Ki that's how." So most of our clients are hardcore, authentic North Indians who miss their food here in Mumbai. So I would always say start with the core of the product in terms of what is your product going to be. Okay. Then think about how it's going to be unique to the market, and then think about how are you going to market it by doing your packaging, product, everything. But I always believe start at the core of the idea. If you believe in the core of the idea, you will succeed.
Great. So, guys, watching on YouTube, do like if you've been loving what you've been hearing from Gaurav, Sumedh, and Sandeep. Do like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be updated on more videos coming up, and keep updated about what's happening in the food business. Okay. Now, word from you, Sandeep, to people who want to start but are thinking twice.
So what my advice for the aspiring people who want to venture into food business, I mean, get a good handholding from the expertise. I would say that, because I was also aspiring to have my own restaurant, but I don't know where to start from. If I had not joined your class, I would have directly jumped in, and I would have landed nowhere, because unlike many people, we see very fancy part of this trade, but it's not as fancier what you see. So you need to know the trade of it. You will say, I am a foodie, I love food, I travel, I know. But if you don't know how to curate the food and sell the food, so you will land nowhere. And right now, I rightly say, because when I joined your class, understood the module, the 38 modules, 38 to 40 modules, then I started my journey from there. I understood, I seriously took that module for the 4 months course, and then I started my journey step by step. I didn't vaguely did anything like, okay, let's invest in XYZ place and start off it and experiment. You need to know the place, what kind of surrounding you are, the people over there, the likings, your competitors, which is very important, what they're serving. There are brands who has built their legacy. What you need to know when you are new in the brand, as a new brand. So there are many challenges we need to know. So I would say get a good handholding with people like you, as an industry masters, get into their module, understand step by step what has to be done. I never knew that the packaging is an important factor in food. I always felt, aluminum foil mein de diya to acha lagega, but it matters a lot. Great. So that's why it gave me a clarity how to start with. So when I hunted for the place, I had it in mind, so that Indian cuisine will be the product which I'm going to sell, and I need a storefront where people can see my chefs cooking. They spend at least 20 minutes to see, they carry the food. So I make them see what is cooking. So how it has been handled professionally in terms of hygiene, the quality of food, what we do, and how they serve, how they packed, and everything. So this handholding gives a clarity to us to start off with. So and if you're made a man, jump into it. I would say, take 6 months time, you conduct all kind of survey, and start with it. So, and you will learn it.
Great. So Gaurav, thanks, Sandeep. I will go a different route for you for the question. I can make out from your background that you are a spiritually grounded and guy. And how would your spiritual outlook help in your business? Something
I'll tell you something.
People generally think spirituality and business are ye wo alag hai. People who are very spiritual don't do business. Things like these are the general misconceptions. So what would you say? How would it help you? And
I think this lockdown has really taught us that being spiritually grounded is extremely important, not just for say a businessman or for a student or an old person, but for everybody, because we've seen such tough times, and only this faith in the higher power, if I may call it, and the ability to handle your mind has brought us out of this tough times, even stronger. I'll just say something that one of my colleagues in the WhatsApp group asked me what my advice to them is. I said, serve quality, affordable, and tasty food. Be passionate and have faith in God. That's all you can do. And after that, it is, if you work with good intentions, if you work with a clear heart, with a clear mind, I'm sure people will love your brand. Our tagline, it's called Baking Moments of Joy. It's not just a tagline. I just copied it from somewhere, but I mean, it came from within, and we really value our customer. We make cakes for very special occasions, birthdays, anniversaries. So we want to add that extra joy on their special day. So that is why baking moments of joy.
Fantastic, Gaurav. Friends, all of you who are watching, see, most times you think business is all about tips and tricks and, outsmarting and strategizing and maneuvering, and that is what will get you ahead. All that comes in secondary. I don't say they don't have any role to play. They have a certain role to play, but ahead of all that, and most importantly, and primarily, comes your intentions. If you have a good intention to serve, if you are diligent in your effort, if you're honest in your effort, and you are really passionate about making people happy, as I said, baking moments of joy, in fact, the tagline for our brand is cherish every moment. One of our brands is so if these three come in, okay, then working hard, strategies, tips and tricks, systems and procedures, and formulas and methods, all that will come into play. Confidence in yourself, confidence, faith in God, and a good intention to serve. These stay ahead of everything else if you really want to succeed. If you have seen these three people here who have not in the short period of time won awards, have been doing business of 10 lakhs a month to 50 lakhs to 25 crores in a year. It's an amazing story. And if you see their faces and smiles, you will know that they're really happy about what they're doing. And without that key ingredient, if you are not able to serve with joy, your food cannot be tasty. Let me tell you honestly, that's my learning in life. And great to hear it back from Gaurav and Sumed and Sandeep. Okay, now quickly, I think you all are part of a good community, and you're also active contributors in your WhatsApp groups and Facebook group. Can I have a quick word about you, about the community from you guys, starting from Gaurav?
Yeah, I think it's a great platform. I have even found customers and clients there. Not just that, a lot of vendors, a lot of support that is required. A lot of ideas are shared. And it not just that. I am a slightly bigger player when I look at the other people, but there's so much to learn even for people who are just starting out. Even from them, I've been learning so many new things. The creative ideas they come up with are amazing, and I copy them and implement them immediately.
So it's a great platform to have a network of friends who are all in the same business. I really wish it happened to me when I started, when everything used to be a secret, nobody wants to share anything. So it's good to have Sumed. How has been your experience with the Mumbai group?
Yeah, so I am part of two groups. The earlier masterclass group as well as the advanced course group. And let me tell you one thing: there is no better thing than community learning, right? Life is too short to learn everything from your own experience. Learn it from somebody else's experience, And few things, like especially because the communities are even local. So if I need a vendor who can provide me a product here in Mumbai, I just post it there, and thousands of people just come in. I recently took a help from one of the other members who's into a different product, mostly into cakes and bakeries, and he gave me a 1 hour piece on how do you optimize Zomato and Swiggy, and what are the different levers, which is nobody would give that, right? So the kind of community learning which is happening, I think that cannot be replaced from any other learning. It is, people have done their work, people have learned their hard way, and nowadays, as rightly said, right, people are more open about sharing their learnings, and that's where I guess we are also here to share about what we have learned, because if it may help somebody, why not?
The old way of old school of thinking is all competition. The
Mhm.
new school and a positive school of thinking is about collaboration. I
Correct.
think
I agree.
there's market for everybody if you are good.
Right.
And I think if you collaborate, the chances of succeeding and moving ahead faster is much higher. So, Sandeep, how's been your experience with the groups?
Oh, it's very fantastic. As rightly said by Sumit, like there's no better way of learning in a community learning. So I would say once the group, I mean, like I'm also part of any group of yours. One is Mumbai group, one is All India group, one is our advanced group. What we are part of it. So I would say one thing, like my expertise in. Let me tell you my journey, experience in setting up the kitchen. So my expertise, like, I have an expertise of doing up the things in kitchen, setting up the kitchen from fit outside, from equipment, MVP box. That's my expertise. Now that's the 50% part of your setting up your kitchen. The rest 50% had come from the community. I can proudly say. So that's the power of community. Like, right from the team, right from the vendors, what you required for your kitchen equipments, right from vendors for your for supplies, like for your rice tool supplies, your meat supplies, be it your dairy products. I mean, it's all come from the community. So it was so easy going. Like as Kiran sir rightly said, from the it's not an old school of learning, like where competition. It's not about competition, it's about sharing, caring, and collaborating, and like taking. And I would say, and I would proudly say, there have been within our community, there are many people who comes to our kitchen, before setting up, they want to see it, practically see it, how it has been functioned, and we are happy to help them out in all means, right from setting up, right from the compliances, and right from joining in the aggregator platforms. What are the key aspects? So that sharing is tremendous. There's no words to explain.
So big lesson: the more you give, the more you receive.
Yeah.
It's in giving that you receive. So quickly, one word on the way ahead and the happiest moment in the business. Starting with Gaurav, way ahead and the happiest moment in the business.
I think we had in 1 month we opened 3 outlets from 15th August to 15 July to 15th August. We opened 3 outlets. So in that time, everything happened in an amazing manner. It happened so smoothly thanks to you, Kiran, because of all the processes and everything. It was a lot easier working with checklists. So that was amazing to have seen that.
Way ahead.
Great
What's the
time.
plan? Going ahead. Dough and cream. What's your favorite product in your outlet? What do you eat most often?
Recently, we've launched this Lotus Biscoff cheesecake, and it's mind blowing. It's amazing.
I can make out how delicious from your looks on your face as you're expressing it. Sumit, what do you love in your kitchen and happiest moment?
Yeah, so from an expansion perspective, right? So we are now doing the menu expansions because we always wanted to go slow. Lot of debates happen, in terms of are you going to put it, not, what is it going to bring it on the table? So, there are two chefs and me as a foodie. So we always have all kind of differences, but yes, it's going well. But our second thing, which is because there are core competencies of our chefs, is European, continental as we call. And the notion with people have is, oh, European, pizza, burger. Oh, no, these are fast food. This is not European. We're talking about schnitzels of the world, the goulash and stuff like that, authentic European food. So that is what is going to come from two chefs. And that's the reason we have kept this brand very neutral, because we want to have two chefs, offering different kind of things. So that is something which is going to come up. And then going forward, franchising, we already have got 3 requests for franchising, one from Dubai, one from Bangalore, and one from Pune. But we are taking it slow. I'm waiting for our course to get complete, because I don't want to start that unless I complete the advanced course. But yes, we are definitely looking at that ways also. And one of the best moment was recently. 2 things happened. Obviously, we won the award, but that's on one side. But one of our regular customers, his father turned 60, and his father said, "Khana aayega to two chefs se aayega." So they had a big party there. And see, they called us and they said that we have been eating from you for last 4 months. Please, can you take care of our party? So we went there, and Chef Anand was there, I was there, and only were like, you're not leaving without having a drink. And we were so happy to have that moment, to see so many happy faces. And then finally they said that we now know that where our food comes from. I think that was one of our very cherished moments, to see so many happy faces enjoying our food.
Great. In fact, one of the things I share initially, the thrill of the food business is your network of friends will grow,
Absolutely.
and you
Absolutely.
kind of become a part of many families actually,
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And honestly, I think that's a I say along with apart from profits and the growth and everything, that human connections that we develop and
Yes.
cherish through the business and being a part of their celebrations and life is something that is amazing about this business. And I'm sure so those of you who are watching and do comment in and congratulate Gaurav, Sumedh and Sandeep on their fantastic achievement, and also do comment if you would like to know more about their brands. And eventually I'm sure all these 3 brands are going to go pan India, starting with their own cities, and somewhere down the line I'm sure you would love to be playing a part in their journey and also growing along with them. So do comment in the comment section. And Sandeep, way forward and cherishable moment.
So always the cherishable moment is when like we get good comments from customers. When the customer becomes happy eating our food. So that is the most cherishable moment for us. And I always make sure, for our known customers for the past 10, 11 months now. So we make a practice calling them up, review our food. So when they say the khana acha tha, everyone enjoyed, because we are serving for masses also. So there are bulk orders at times. When they say the guest was very happy, so that's the moment where I feel, it's that's the very cherishable moment.
You're doing something right in life.
Yes. So is that said? So like there are many customers who who educate us. Like at times, when they give repeat orders, so when they feel there is when the consistency is dropping, so they call us and tell us. So that is also one moment when we be proud. Oh, okay, the customer is also caring about the food. So like we make sure that we.
What's your rating on Swiggy Zomato like?
So we are close to 4.
4. And Sumedh?
4.3, 4.5.
Wow. Okay. And Gaurav?
4.2, 4.4, 4.5, different outlets, all of them, but all of them above 4.
So guys, you don't win award just like that. Consistently over a period of time, if you're able to keep your rating high, which actually means that you are able to consistently keep people happy, awards will come. Awards is a byproduct, profit is a byproduct, growth is a byproduct. I would say your passion, integrity, honesty, intention, and hard work. I think these are the key. I think it's a great lesson that I think today it was so, I was so happy to have Gaurav, Sumedh and Sandeep, happy faces, doing wonderful job, keeping many people happy with their delicious food, and also I'm sure with the employment and service to society and spiritual outlook. I wish you all the very best. In case you loved this video and learned something from it, do like it, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification button to be updated, and we will keep in touch. And wish you all the very best, Gaurav, Sumedh, and Sandeep. Wish you all the growth and happiness.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kiran sir. It has been a great pleasure. The guidance has been immense, and really appreciate and looking forward for such more interactions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have 3 words for everybody who's seeing this video. Join Kiran's masterclass.
So I would also say he's the guiding force of because of him we are here now. So we are that's a great platform. So I would say he's the university for us for in the food industry.
Thank you so much. You made my day, and let's look forward to the match, and all the very best to all of you.
For our nation. Yes.
See you guys. Bye. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye.
Thank you.
God bless.